I've said a lot, and I'm almost ready to keep going, but I'm going to shut up for a few seconds or minutes and field any questions you think you need to hear from me. Answer. Hi, Sam.
So what are the estimated, when are the recordings going to be up?
No idea.
No idea?
Between now and the day I die, is my hope. Wouldn't it be wonderful? I mean, that's the hope, right? Who knows what's going to happen on the ride home? But wouldn't it be wonderful if they happened this quarter? Yeah, let's not bank on it. Would you say your name if I don't know you? I know many of you, but
Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
On the website, they have all the tabs up top. Are those, because those are all empty right now, should we not?
I would focus, the course homepage on this thing is the thing I would focus on. Okay. Wouldn't it be wonderful if I had copious amounts of time to fill in everything in my desires? Someday. It's called a fantasy. Ryan. Yeah, your name?
Brooke.
Brooke. Hi, Brooke.
Hi. On the calendar, it says that there's a first and second draft of the final exam.
Whoa, isn't that exciting? First quarter I'm doing that was last quarter. I love the concept of something called a formative assessment, which is an assessment for learning. I think that the college system does a really poor job of teaching students how to be test takers, and more importantly, I don't think that tests measure learning. We'll talk about that as we get to know each other. I have a definition of learning that I provide in my syllabus, and I structure my entire class based on that definition. In this class, every test has 2 drafts. So you do a first in-class draft, which is your first attempt. That's like any attempt that you would take in any class. I grade it, I give it back to you, and then you go through a very thoughtful and deep process that I call test corrections. My test corrections instructions is a 10-page document. I've had students that spend 25 hours on test corrections in 2 weeks. You resubmit those, I regrade those, and then the grade that you get on your corrections is the grade that sits in my grade book. I never liked the idea that your final was the only test that I didn't do that. So this quarter, I'm going to try the same system that I did last quarter, which is the first class of week 11, we're going to have a first draft of your final. Then I'll get it returned to you by that Wednesday, and then the thing that you submit to me on the final exam day will be corrected final, plus some course evaluation stuff. So it is still expected that you show up on the last day of class, on the final, regular scheduled final. In fact, the only person who can submit your corrected final is you. And I'll know your names by the end of the quarter. I'll look at the person's name here, I'll look at that person's name, and as long as those people align, I will accept that. So there are actually 2 drafts of your final exam. The first one that you take, and then the follow-up correction that you submit the last day of class, plus some evaluation. Did that answer your question, Brooke? And then Ryan had a follow-up?
One more. Yeah, at the bottom of the blog, like the homepage, I was looking through the test corrections, which you mentioned in the syllabus, and the links.
I'll get there. We still have 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still ahead of the game. Yeah, I love it. You seem like you have your mind on, my friend. Keep that up. What was your name?
Kush.
Kush?
Yeah, I know we didn't go over syllabus, but is there a curve in the class?
Oh, can you ask me that question next time? One thing that you could do between now and the next time I see you is read the 17-page document that I spent over 50 hours, and then you could follow up with that question. Yeah, so never be sorry. That's a beautiful question. I just feel that it's worth your time to read it, and instead of giving you an easy answer, I'm going to make you work a little bit, because beautiful question. Your name was? Kush. K-U-S-H?
K-O-U-S-H.
That's an awesome name. There's some beautiful Kush Tucker in numerical optimization. They have a famous KKT. So I guess read the syllabus. And so straight A students, you might think to yourself, pages 1 through 17 by Wednesday. So this is what you would call an A+ level. I want these to take precedence for a few different reasons. So this is the stuff that take precedence. If you're sitting around, you have nothing to do with your life, and you're like, whoa, how can I spend 3 hours? Then read all 17 pages. If you finish this and you have like 30 minutes, I might have you read pages 1 through, let's say 4. Let me make sure that works. but just focus on a subset, and we will slowly, we're going to sip this like a nice glass of coffee in the morning, rather than like a shot. You know what? I'm going to go 1 through 6. 1 through 6 is a really nice. Yeah. And then the answer to your question, Kush, is on page, should be on page 12 of that syllabus. Okay. Anything else before I start having fun? I know what you're going to say. It's been fun the whole time. Just stop. Just stop. Yeah. Your name?
Sergio.
Sergio. Can I say it Sergio, or would you prefer?
Sergio, Sergio.
Me gusta Sergio mejor, sí.
Are you Latino?
Pues mi esposa es Lupita, mis hijos son Vicente y Ricardo, y en nuestra casa hablamos español. Pero afuera gringo, adentro mexicano. ¿Qué no? Yeah.
También soy similar.
Yeah.
My question is, would you ever, for the exams, will you ever give us like a curveball with different topics?
Let's talk about exam topics as the exam gets closer.
Okay.
It's a beautiful question, Sergio. My intention is to make you work hard, not to make you into a mind reader. Yeah, let's talk more about that as we get closer. Beautiful question, Sergio. Mucho gusto. What's up, Sam?
So, because we're trying to cover a lot more in 11 weeks, right?
Well, it's a lot more than I'm used to. Trust me and say I've actually taught classes like this where we do more than that's on this, right?
So you said you just the rigorous course for this class is usually
Fast. It's a fast
Yeah.
course. It's
So-
actually less rigorous than the classes that I teach normally because I can't give the type of feedback that I want on a daily basis. But yes.
So are we going to be going into proofs and stuff like that as deeply as the other classes that I've taken, at least?
I don't know the answer to that question. What would your gut feeling be given what you know about me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just we're going fast.
Pues, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So keep me posted on that. I don't know the answer to that question because I don't know when you say as deeply as we go into the other ones. I don't know what as deeply means. I expect my students to understand what they're doing at a very deep level. Linear algebra is kind of different than calculus in some ways, and so the proofs that we would do are structured in a different way. And if you're a computer science major, which I think you are, you might have concepts with discrete mathematics that make you feel that these are not as deep. And so, yeah, keep me posted on that question, okay? You keep asking me that question as we go along.